I'm Kristin Gutierrez, your host for Women in Localization's Ask the Expert series. And today I am joined by my dear friend and mentor and former boss, Allison McDougall. Hi.
Hello, Kristin. Thanks so much for this. Really exciting to collaborate with you again.
Tell us who you are and a little bit about yourself.
So, Allison McDougall. I am as excited about this industry today that I was 26 years ago for me. So 26 years in the industry. During this incredible journey, I've had the opportunity to work for 3 of the top LSPs. My journey's been pretty unique. I'm sure we'll talk about that in the call. And recently, mid 2020, I joined a woman-owned startup called G3 Translate, where I'm currently serving as the head of sales.
Tell us about your unique journey. I think it has a little to do with the Monterey Institute and or how you got started.
Yeah, it seems like so many roads in this industry started with the Monterey Institute. But yeah, I am a proud graduate of the Monterey Institute. Unfortunately, the MBA program that I graduated from was discontinued a few years ago. So proud MBA alum of that school, and came into the localization industry really from the marketing and the digital side of things. So came in as an entry-level project manager, oh my goodness, and quickly determined what a disaster I was in that role. Oh my goodness. All the spreadsheets, all the Microsoft project schedules. Oh my gosh. And remember, these were the days before, AI and translation management and automation software. So everything was manual. Everything was manual, coming in via email and fax machines. And oh my gosh, all of those old technologies. So quickly determined my aptitude for sales and have been in sales as either an individual contributor or a manager, really most of my career, 99% of my career in the industry.
These series are so interesting because I get to talk to people across all spectrums. Mm-hmm. So tell me, as your career has evolved over these years and weaving in and out of the roles that you've had, what's something that you've learned or what's some wisdom that you want to share with others?
Oh my gosh, so much, right? And, particularly as, time moves on, it's that whole element of continuous learning, right? We teach, we learn, we teach from every single interaction, right? So, when I think about wisdom, I think about things like values. And I've done a lot of values work with my previous team over the past 2 years, as well as just that soul searching of myself. And I think it's really critical to understand what your values are. At the end of the day, what do they boil down to? The top 2 or 3 values that you live your life by. And then after that, how do you best align your professional career? And for me, that means both the company that I work for and represent, as well as the solutions that we sell. It all has to be in just perfect alignment, starting from our personal values and kind of radiating out. I also think, it's funny. So we mentioned the word sales. I don't even think of this as sales. I think of this as being an empathetic kind of problem solver, if you will. Active listening, reflective listening. What are the customers' desired business outcomes? What are they trying to achieve? And how, given everything that I have, my operational background, my colleagues, my professional networks, my personal networks, bringing everything I have to the table to help them solve that. So for me, that's sales, but I don't think of it as sales, if that makes sense.
Well, it does. And you hit on a few different things there. Reflective listening. That's a great way to put it, right? Tell us a little bit more about how you utilize that.
Yeah. So earlier last year, I don't know if you caught this, but I took a career break. And like you, I became a yoga instructor. through the Kripalu Institute of Wellness. And as part of that curriculum, they had a curriculum related to listening and the different ways we listen. And reflective listening, it's all about that active listening and just kind of taking things in, putting everything else aside. You know, most people, they're in such a hurry to respond and formulate their own response that they're actually not listening, right? So it's training that, you know, that allows people to put that aside, truly listen, take it in, process it, integrate it, and then reflect it back to the communicator, the customer in this particular context. So it's something that we use, you know, and you're great at this too. It's something that we use over and over and over again in any given day.